Today we're going to be going over systems to optimize your deal flow for strategic business acquisitions, PE, and M&A. So for curated deal flow, we want to ask, who are we targeting and why are we targeting them? And most importantly, how are we targeting them? Personally, what I do is I use Persona GPT, which is a custom GPT I made within ChatGPT, and it's used specifically to identify your ideal customers. So in the initial prompt, I put, I'm looking to identify my ideal customers. Can you help me create a detailed customer personas? And then it would give you a list of 5 really good questions that you need to fill in. And then I provided those answers in this concise paragraph here. So I'm providing B2B deal sourcing services for PE firms and investors looking to acquire XYZ. And then after that, it will give you a persona. So for example, here we have Amanda Equity. Her age is 35 to 50. And she lives in urban financial hubs like New York, London, and she's an investment partner at a mid-sized PE firm. It gives you her goals and pain points, behaviors, channels that she uses, and how to conduct your outreach to a person like Amanda. And it will also give you another persona just to give you a well-rounded idea of who your outreach strategy should be directed to. So here we have John. He's 40 to 60. He's a high net worth individual or private investor. He's based in financial hubs or affluent areas, but interested in global opportunities. Again, we have his goals, his pain points, behaviors, and channels that he frequently uses in order to reach out to people like John and Amanda. So Persona GPT is really, really helpful, and generative AI with conducting your target demographics and who to reach out to. It just saves you a lot of time. And then after that, once you have all of this information, you'll want to input this information into tools like Lemlist, which I will show you now. So here in Lemlist, it's basically an outreach platform. You could outreach to people via cold email and LinkedIn invitations and messages. It's a really good multi-channel outreach platform, and it's really, really good to verify emails, find phone numbers, and find leads. So in this database, you can filter through people or companies, and you could select which country they're in, job title, department, current tenure, seniority, years of experience, and then you could have company size growth, is company hiring, technologies that they use, company last funding date. So let's just put these in. Actually, that's not a good metric. Let's do company revenue. So let's exclude small companies. Let's include mid-sized and large. Company information, company size. I'm gonna go with 51 to 500 employees. Industries, some suggestions. Obviously, you could type in any industry you want. It's not just the list provided here. But let's do financial resources and research and healthcare. Let's say I want Houston, include, and let's say New York, done. New York City, New York. Okay. Once you're happy with all of the filters, once you're happy with all of the filters, you click apply. And then it'll give you a list of all of these people that you can outreach to. And then once you've gathered all of your leads, you can push them. Yeah, and you could also find verified emails and find verified phone numbers. Once you've captured all of your leads, you can then push them to a campaign. So for example, I'll just make a new one. So we can have, you can start off with an email, or like how to do it, I'll first start off with a LinkedIn profile view. And then I'll do an invitation 3 days after, just leave it blank, and then I'll follow up with an email 4 to 5 days after. Then I would do another follow-up email 3 days later, or 3-4 days later, and then send a LinkedIn chat message, and so on. So it's a really, really great way to capture your leads and nurture them through a multi-channel outreach sequence, and this will get you at least the minimum 15% reply rate to over a 30% reply rate if you know what you're doing. And I want to briefly go over like deal management tools. So I'm going to briefly go over NAMDA. It's basically an NDA management tool. So it just automatically structures your NDAs. This is especially handy if you're going back and forth with NDAs with one deal, or if you're managing a multitude of deals. It's really, really handy, because from personal experience, manually sending and receiving NDAs is just so tedious. And also I'm about to start using CISO Suite. It's a really good AI power software built for M&A by M&A advisors, and you could track your budgets, track all of the due diligence stuff, and it also categorizes them within industry, and it sorts out all of the financial data, so you don't have to do any of the manual work, and it also integrates AI. And I'll be covering these two in later videos. And more overlooked sources of deals are just organic networking. Go to paid events in your area, in your network, and just leverage that extensively. You don't know who you'll meet, and you don't know how powerful their networks could be, in turn empowering your own network and your own possibilities. And also a good source of information is just going on groups within your industry on LinkedIn. Like for example, these are ones I've joined in this past week, and they're full of like-minded people eager to do business. So I encourage you to do those and just mingle and interact with people there. I hope you found this video helpful, and see you soon. Take care.